I'm Reverend Royal Bush. I'm a interfaith chaplain with Inclusive Life Pastoral Services here in Omaha. Since 2009, we've been serving Iowa and Nebraska. People that don't have a connection to organized religion or a church or a pastor, and they need help with getting married, family issues, burying someone, hospital visits, any type of pastoral care. We know that about 70% of the population doesn't attend worship on a regular basis, and where do those people go when they need help? So that's where the idea came from, is that we have pockets of people all across this city. Some are gay, some are lesbian, some are bisexual, transgender, some are straight, and everyone needs help sometimes. And what's a resource for them? At the time, there was no one. So Inclusive Life, since 2009, has been that resource. So since 2009, I've been operating out of a 100-square-foot office at 49th and Douglas. And in the last year, what came to fruition is us being in what I think is a sacred space. In the very bay that we're sitting in tonight is the original bay of the Nebraska AIDS Project. This is where NAP got its start. In that front lobby area with 2 6-foot tables is where they fed over 40 people sometimes in that small space, because that's what they had. When they expanded next door, and then they moved to 36th and Dodge area. So we have 2,300 square feet, and what a natural connection it was to bring together community for the GLBT community by involving the Rainbow Outreach Center with us. So they could be in a bigger space, a neighborhood that's in a different area, and we accomplished that. I wish I could have see you the before and after pictures, because the carpet that was in here was the original carpet back when that first started. So yeah, we're blessed to have new carpet, and we're blessed to have new paint, and John Paul and Jeff are with Top to Bottom Renovations and donated most all of the work that it took to get the drywall and the walls up, and so much work. So if you could indulge me and give them I'm going to ask Bruce to say something, and then I'll introduce our other 2 guests.
Well, it's one of those funny things. When Royal started Inclusive Life, I really liked the name, and I encouraged him in his path. When he came up with this proposal, it was a win-win for me. Because one of our things that we were lacking is space like this, where we could offer more community services. Now we're in a new space, starting on a new journey and a new adventure, and what we need is everybody's help to make this a truly community center, for everybody.
We have City Councilman Ben Gray here with us tonight. All of you know the outstanding things that he's done, not just for the GLBT community, but to help make our city in general a better place to live. So without any further ado, Councilman Gray, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you. It's not ironic, nor do I think it's coincidence that we're celebrating tonight around the same time as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Dr. King was a man about peace, a man about love, but what Dr. King talked about was unconditional love. He's not talking about the love of a husband and a wife or friends or so forth. He's talking about a deep-seated kind of love that means you love people that despise you and abuse you and so forth. And I know sometimes that's hard for us to do. It's hard to love some folks. I have to work at it every day. So it's hard to love some. But to reach the level, the pinnacle where Dr. King was, is a reflection of where we are all trying to get to. And these are among the efforts to get there. We are either going to live together as brothers and sisters, or we're going to perish together as fools. Dr. King said that a long time ago, and I believe it very strongly to this day. We have an obligation to each other. We are our brothers and sisters' keeper. We have, all of us have a place in this society. The Creator did not make a mistake. We all have a place. We have a path that we need to follow. We need to find out individually what that is, because each of us has an individual journey that if we stay connected to the Father, to the community, to those of us around us, we are going to be a safe and responsible and enjoyable city to be in. We took the first steps last year of being a 21st century city. We're going to continue to take further and further steps. And whenever you all need me, I'm going to be here to respond to your needs. So this is not a coincidence. It's very appropriate that today we're celebrating around the time of the Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. Thank you all.
Thank you. For those of you that have heard Mayor Suttle speak, he is a true ambassador, if anything, of our city. And our next guest is someone that probably is number 2 in that step. That this man promotes our city probably just as much as the mayor does, if not more. And I'm very proud to have Larry Gomez with us with the Omaha Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Warren. Thank you. There's no way I can be as articulate as our counselor. This man kept pushing 2-3 years ago, and I'll be honest with you, Omaha Chamber was slow, but we got on board. We got smart.
We got there.
The key word is inclusive. And how can you use when you got Royal? You got Royal going on. I drive by here every day because I live in the Exarban area. I've seen this go from something that looked a little bit shaky to perfect and clean and well painted and all those kinds of things. So I congratulate you. It's an honor for me here to represent the chamber, our members, our 45 employees, David Brown, the president of our chamber. I do congratulate Ben for everything he's done with the city, with the council, but also how he's pushed in the right way to make things correct. Congratulations. Okay.
Moving down here is 2 of my board members, the associate pastor for Inclusive Life, and the 2 people who helped bring the building together. Johnny is on the front row. He helped with this too. So don't wave, stand up, turn around. Thank you. That's Royal's partner. My partner, unfortunately, is somewhere in Lincoln doing something I have no idea.
Well, hold on a sec. Have we taken some practice pics?
You had some pictures going?
But I'll count it. All right, we count down, then we'll go from there, okay?
Sure.
3,
Yep.
2, 1. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I would like to congratulate Royal and all of those involved in Inclusive Life for putting this effort together. As one of the individuals said earlier, that they've seen this building almost go to nothing to come back to life again, almost like a phoenix springing up out of the ashes. So this is a golden opportunity, but more than that, it is an opportunity for all of us to recognize that everybody has worth, everybody has value, everybody has a role to play. And we all have a journey in life that we have to follow individually. And the Creator didn't make a mistake. All of us are here for a reason, and all of us are to be respected and to be shown the dignity and respect that comes with being a citizen of the United States and a citizen of the city of Omaha. And again, I just wanted to congratulate Royal and all of the members here for this grand opening, this effort to begin to open up, to be involved, to be inclusive, and to make a difference.
Royal founded the organization about a year before I met him. He knew that there was a need in Omaha for people that weren't necessarily churched, but needed some sort of fellowship, some sort of spiritual or even non-spiritual guidance and service. And when I met him about a year later, I was drawn to that. I had the same need to serve and minister. And I met him. We founded a group in Lincoln that was similar. And when I met him, we were drawn to each other with the same need to minister and to serve. And I was ordained with his organization, and the rest is history.
How hard was it to renovate this space?
It was a lot of work, and mostly because of budget. You know, trying to get as much of their dream done in the amount of money that they had to spend. There were a lot of people who put in a lot of time to make the community, LGBT community, a better place in Omaha, which I've lived here 40 years and went away for a decade and came back, and it's changed for the better, but there's still some way to go, and the only way that's going to get done is people volunteer their time. And so if you see this, get out there and find out what you can do and how you can help, and that'll make everybody's life better.
When Royal, before he started Inclusive Life, he worked at Certified Transmission, and he would come home and not be the happiest. He would kind of be grumpy. I mean, because when he started Inclusive Life, it changed him quite a bit, and to see him go from kind of grumpy every day to happy and really passionate about what he likes to do, what he loves to do, has been great. And that this office has gone the same way. It's gone from kind of grumpy and down to vibrant and full of life. So, yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Inclusive Life is about all of us working together, not just the gay people, but the gay people, straight people, transgendered, everybody. And we should be on the same playing field, and diversity shouldn't be an issue. It should be something that should happen normally. And that's one of the things I respect about Royal, is that aspect of his life. The other day I came in, was doing something else, and he had been counseling a couple, maybe for marriage, maybe for whatever, but it was a straight couple. And that's the same thing with the center. We want it to be information not only for us, but everybody else. So when you have that question, you should be able to come in, and I should be able to say, well, you know what, this book might help you. Watch this video. Well, let me give you a name. Talk to this person. And that's what, it should be. And that's one of the things about Inclusive Life. It's not just about him. It's about, or us, or them. It's all about community.
What do you see in the near future for Inclusive Life?
I wish I had my finger on that, because I really didn't think 3 years ago that we would even be at this size right now. We're already looking at when other bays open up in this building that we'll be able to take over that space as well as we grow, because we need more programming space. We're developing in the Inclusive Life Community Foundation, which will be 501c3, which will allow us to provide resources for at-risk youth, providing emergency shelter and counseling service for GLBT youth, which is really important. We have lots of homeless youth on the street, and they need our help because they're not being helped today. It takes a community to raise a child, and we're all children of the same universe. So coming together and supporting each other as we grow as a community, as we grow as a society, organizations like this are important because they bring people together, and that's how we're going to be a 21st century city, is by not just practicing tolerance but acceptance.